What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Now, some of you may know I'm a massive fan of these fish. Clown loaches. So I've got endless amounts of clown loaches. I think I've got about 10 or 11 in here, something like that. I've got loads and loads in this tank here. I think there's about 15 in here. Obviously these guys are a lot smaller. But reason for being me talking about the clown loaches, I had a guy message me on Instagram last week saying he's closing down a tank. His tank is a 6x2x2. So it's a big old tank, it's about 600-700 litres. And he's got some clown loaches in there. And he said to me, I know you're into your clown loaches, would you be interested in taking them off me? So I sort of said to him, of course I would, yeah, so definitely. So I texted him last week, I've literally texted him today, and I've just got back from work, just jumped out of the shower. It's in Henlow, so, not Henlow, sorry, Harlow. So it's about a 50-minute drive from my house, so it's not too far. I'm gonna jump in the van in a minute, get them plastic boxes, and I'll probably take a couple of buckets with me. Get everything ready I need, nets, etc, maybe some pipes just to siphon out some water out of his tank. So yeah, about 50 minutes away, but there's actually 17 clown loaches in this tank, and some of them are big by the looks of the video. I don't know if they're as big as my big boys in here, but we'll soon find out when we're there. I'm going to take the camera with us because we might be able to video the tank that he's closing down, but he's got lots of South American cichlids and stuff in there as well, so it's quite an interesting looking tank by the videos he sent me. Now I've been a little bit stupid with these fish because obviously I haven't got a quarantine tank set up at the moment. I have got one, but it's got snails in it, and clown loaches don't do well with snails, so I'm not going to go and pop them in that tank. But what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to see how big the fish are and maybe put a few of them in the with the Oscars out in the 1,000 litre tank in the fish room. I might be able to put some in here, but I don't want to put some fish in with marijuanas in case they've got a disease or something like that. And then the smaller ones, I might be able to put some in this tank here because this tank's doing absolutely fantastic now. But like I said, I'm not going to be putting any fish in with the arowanas today because obviously these are my like prized possessions. I absolutely love these fish. I don't want something to go wrong. This tank is doing fantastic. All the fish are happy and I don't want to mess it up. But let's get the boxes in the van. Let's get in the van and get down there and see what these fish are about. And we're back. So that took about 3 hours I did. It was 50 minutes to get there. Took a while to get the fish out of the tank because he had a scape done on the tank. We take all the wood out, stuff like that. And you know what clown loaches like to catch, an absolute nightmare. Really nice bloke, really nice family. But let me show you what fish we caught. So here they all are. So there's some real big ones in there and there's some real medium-sized ones. There's a couple of small ones, but they're nowhere near as big as my lot over there, as you can see. Look at the size of my big ones over there. So I'm not going to be putting these guys in this tank yet, but they will eventually go in there, maybe a couple of years or so. So I'm tempted to put these guys in with the Oscars outside because there's not a lot going on with that tank at the moment, and I've got a lot of sort of free space, and they're too big to go in this 4-foot tank just behind me here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get them out into the fish room now, siphon some of the water out of my Oscar tank into here to acclimate them a bit, and then we'll just basically plock them in the tank, and yeah, fingers crossed, should be fine. Then should be big enough not to get eaten by the Oscars. We never counted how many there are in here, so have a wild guess how many you guys think's in here. I think there's like, it might be like 17 or something like that. He did say there were 17 clown loaches, and we had a good look in the tank after and we couldn't see any more, but there may be more in here. I haven't actually fully counted them, but there's definitely a big gang of clown loaches going on here. And eventually, like I've said before, I really want to do a clown loach like sort of only tank with arowanas on top, like real big clown loaches. So that's my plan, so that's why I'm collecting all these fish at the moment. But anyway, I'll stop going on. They've been in this box about 45 minutes, so I want to get them into a tank, so let's get them out in the fish room. Now we're in the fish room. I'm a little bit out of breath because lifting that box, it weighs an absolute ton. This is the tank I'm going to be putting them in with these Oscars here. I'm going to feed these guys now. I'm fingers crossed, I'm pretty sure they're big enough to be okay with these Oscars, because to be fair, Oscars are not going to really go for them. It's not like a bass, it's got a bigger mouth, and Oscar's got, don't get me wrong, it's got a big mouth, Not like an arowana, which you can just go around and swoop them up. So I'm going to feed these guys now, just to keep them happy. Keep them well fed. Put some algae wafer in as well. A couple of algae wafers in there. And then what I'm basically going to do now, I'm obviously going to siphon the water out here into the clown lunch box here. Let them settle for about 5 minutes or so, just to warm up their water, just to get it roughly sort of temperature. Now the guy was keeping these in 30 degrees water, and I keep all my tanks at 26.5, 27 degrees, roughly, something like that. This one, arowana tank, this one, that one, and that one. So 30 degrees for me is a bit crazy. That's sort of discus territory, you know, well 28 degrees, discus territory. So I'm sure these guys are going to settle in okay, because obviously the water's cooled a bit now in here. But yeah, let's get it siphoned out, put some water in here, get them all settled in. Okay, so I've siphoned the water into the box now. I've put like a third in, so if that makes sense. So the box was sort of filled up near enough halfway, and I've done like another third of the box on top. Let me show you. So like this. So here's all the fish, nicely held up together. Them two there are really big. I'm really tempted to put them in with the arowanas, and there's a big one there as well. But I do want to fatten them up a bit because mine are really chunky. So I don't want to sort of put them in with the arowanas. The arowanas think, oh, they're a bit skinny, I'm going to go for them. So yeah, let's let these settle in for 5 minutes or so, and I'll come back out here and just basically start netting them in, putting them in with these guys here. So wish me luck. Right, it's been about 5 minutes now, so the fish are ready to go in the tank. But I'm going to be a bit naughty now, and I'm not going to actually show it on this video. You're going to have to wait till this Friday. So this Friday coming, it will be a video of me adding all the clown latches into this big aquarium behind us. So stay tuned for that. But anyway guys, thanks for watching as always. Like and subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell, and keep it real everyone.